show. We're here with celebrity stylist Andre Hammonds, Wags Atlanta star and stylist Telly Swift, and joining us is celebrity stylist and lifestyle expert Chris Parker, otherwise known as Parker XL. Welcome, Chris. Come on down. Ooh. Here with hello.
Beauty here. How are you doing?
Oh, we're Italian.
Yeah, French.
First of all, what's the XL stand for now?
Well, listen, no innuendo. It just means to excel in life.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
sure
it's a good play on words.
Sure it does.
Good play on words. And you listen and you learn and you trial and error, and then over time you just kind of cultivate a nice, I guess, a viewpoint on lifestyle things. Yeah.
So you've been working with a lot of celebrities, including Lizzo, who's super hot right now. I like what she's doing right now. Y'all get up for Lizzo. Recently, she posted about how, you know, it seems like she's an overnight celebrity or overnight success.
Yes.
So really, she talked about sleeping in her car, being told no, you know, working for food, basically.
Yes.
And now she's on the red carpet, and she just sported that little tiny purse.
Yes.
How does it feel to work with people like her?
Well, it was really nice to overall just see the entire transformation because we literally were working together from the very beginning. So
you knew her when she was struggling.
Yeah. So we were both both are from Minneapolis. So yeah, I definitely knew her throughout the struggle boats. We all were there, you know. And so being a young creative, at that time, you definitely, you know, go through the struggle. And so right now she's just killing it. She's top 8 Grammy nominations right now. Wow. So she's just killing it. And I love that she's staying true to herself. You know, she didn't lose a ton of weight to appease people in Hollywood, and she's still, you know, making hits. So that goes to show you that it doesn't matter how big you are, it doesn't matter how dark you are, you can still make it happen if you put in the work. And
now you mentioned about being big and being dark. I remember Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live really being vocal about fashion designers not really wanting to style her and having trouble with that. So have you run into that with people like Lizzo? Because unfortunately our society is still, I'm just gonna say it, it's still fucked up. Where they wanna, like, they're excited to dress the little size 2s and size 0s, but then they kind of turn their nose up. And especially with black celebrities, which I think is really an outrage, because where was popping?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Are we not popping?
Yeah.
Right. We are. Like us at the end of the day.
Yes. The culture is definitely, you know, the trendsetters. And it's very funny because that is exactly what happened. You know, everyone, all the showrooms, everyone, even if they did have her size, they're like, oh no. And it's so funny to see how now she's wearing everything and everyone. It's all custom made. Marc Jacobs. People are paying her to wear their clothes.
But it's still an issue, though. I remember hearing J-Lo getting turned down before at a store on Melrose years ago. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how people of color, even, like, how much more do we have to do to get the same treatment? Meanwhile, this fly-by-night, like a white celebrity, someone you've barely heard about, that's on some new show on the CW, gets like the red carpet rolled out for them, and we still have struggles, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of clients sometimes, especially because I've lived in the realm of reality, right? So a lot of times that's like, in terms of the entertainment industry, that could be one of the more frowned upon industries. So I've had people say no, you know, to those things, and I always find it very unique because now, because of the shift in culture and kind of who holds a place in the culture, sometimes we have the spot, you know what I mean? So we just have to take back the power, and our designers that are making clothes for beautiful black queens like Lizzo should be standing up and be first in line to promote those products and get them out there.
But I also think that we have to start within the community first, because even then, you know, once you do get put on and you are that A-lister, and everyone will open the door to you to wear their clothing, Gucci, Prada, DVF, everyone, and then you're like, oh, okay, let's do it. But were they rocking with you before? You know, before you were on that hit series on ABC, 5 seasons in, were they going to dress you then? And so I think you have to uplift, you know, those other struggling designers, because there's a lot of amazing designers. They just don't have the platform.
Absolutely.
And I think it's our responsibility as people in the business, trendsetters and celebrities, right, that we have to support these black designers. We can't think, oh, I've made it now, so now I have to go to a huge fashion house. Like, why are we begging Gucci and all the people when we have amazing black designers? That's why I gotta give props to Michelle Obama, who made sure to be in black designers a lot. And that's the only way we're gonna get on. Like, for people who don't know, because I feel like we don't get as much attention, who are some good black designers, or some black designers that we need to get out there and put their names out there?
Laquan Smith, he is a titan in the field right now, and I love him. I champion him and his work.
Yeah, so a friend, client of mine, Perry White, is an amazing designer. He is,
I know Perry.
Yeah, he is, you know, he's an OG in the game. He's been around before the game was started, and he is still going strong. Also, Lauren Payton, In by Payton, she was one of the designers that made all of Lizzo's tour costumes when she first started going on her European tours, when she first started to get a lot of hype. And I think she's an amazing designer, but that's an example where she's like based in the Midwest. She doesn't get as much exposure, but she's done some amazing pieces.
Could we all just like vow to try in 2020 to support a Black designer?
I have a couple too.
Please.
Design by Torrentino is one. Design by Torrentino is one, and he represents the culture very, very well. He has a lot of African pieces, and Carl Kanai is coming back out with a lot of urban pieces, and I love Carl, so I think those are two
I think
great
we have to
Black
shift
designers.
our attitudes.
Absolutely.
The buyers. We got to stop looking down and making fun. Like, why do we do that? Like, we're like, oh, that's just House of Darion, or that's just Carl Kanai, or Cross Colors. We make things pop, and we set the trends.
Yes.
People of color, we set the trends. White folks get on board. They expose it. They exploit it. And then we kind of like shun them afterwards, and then we spend our money on the Louis Vuittons and the Gucci's and stuff. And we, I mean, this is old, but I'm just saying, like, we have got to kind of like shift. We have to like kind of seek these designers out.
And take ownership in what we have in the beginning and not let them take over it.
Exactly. Right. You know what, Parker? I think it's the way that we define luxury, right? So we let the culture and we let these people define what we see as luxury, as opposed to defining what we see as luxury ourselves. So if we see fur as a luxury, it should not matter who is making that fur. When you see it, you should think, okay, you know what, this is luxury. So if I want to cut a piece of it off and put it on the centerpiece of my table, that is now my luxury.
Yes, because I've been at events like GQ Men of the Year party, and I had a pink suit on, and when I tell you, every photographer in the room was taking my photo. And here's another guy that has like a $5,000 suit. My suit was $75 from the Santee Alley. And
don't sleep on the Santee Alley.
I don't. It goes to show you it's not about what label on the inside. It's about how you wear it. And if you have the confidence to wear it, then you can own it.
Okay. Yeah. Would any of you sport Lizzo's little tiny purse?
I would. I love the smaller the better for purses for me. I don't like a huge purse. I actually had my my LV never full. I changed it into my daughter's diaper bag, and I just put like little Disney stars on it. I had it painted with Disney stars because it was just too big. Like, I like small little purses.
What
I
did
think
you
they're
put
so
in
cute.
that purse beside the Tic Tac?
Nothing. It's just it's an accessory. It's not to hold anything. It's just
It was
to
fun.
be
It
cute.
kind of went with the person.
It
Big
was
personality
fun.
that you put a little purse.
I would put all my feelings all my feelings for the holidays.
Your feelings?
Yeah, all my feelings, put them inside the bag for the holidays. Because you know, family will try you. You know, they will try to bring things up. Why are you still single? Why are you not this? Why is this and that? So I would put all my emotions into that little bag, because that's how much emotions I will be having at that moment.
You brought up the family going home for the holidays, and this is what it's all about. We're talking about the holidays here, right? Do you So, Chris, I understand you have some pieces, some things to show us for the holidays.
Yes, I do. So, you know, during the holiday season, it's always stressful for everyone.
Yes.
With traveling, budgeting, and then also getting ready for the new year. You know, we all say, oh, next year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. All these different things that you try to affirm, right? And so you sometimes forget about the people in your life, like your family, your loved ones, or even your coworkers, your assistants, whoever it is that you have in your life. And so I did put together a little roundup where I think these are some essentials that every person kind of needs in their life.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to take us through them?
Yes. So right here are some wireless headphones. I think that is crucial for anyone that's on the go.
That's a good gift.
Yes, especially now you can get those for $20 off of Amazon. It doesn't have to be an AirPod.
Yeah.
You know, they still do the same thing. Not as great sound, but you get the functionality of being able to listen and go on the go, but also make sure that you're not looking down on your phone while you're in the car.
That's a good gift.
Yeah, it's a nice gift. And then also some good skincare routines. So I have Mario Modesto right here, and this is a nice spray. So this is a good hydrating spray. You can also use it as a setting spray if you wear makeup. And then this is an Olay. So people love to spend a lot of money on moisturizers. And let me tell you something. Olay, they started the game, okay? So all these people, you know, they make their products and they kind of mimic that. So for me, and even dermatologists, some of the top dermatologists in Los Angeles have told me that is a good moisturizer to continue to use because it is affordable, but it also is very effective. And that's like $10. So that's something you can get someone. We all have that family member or friend that is getting a little bit wrinkly, you know, but we don't want to say nothing. We don't want to say nothing, so, you know, just give them a subtle gift.
The Mario Badescu, actually, I can say, if you put it in the fridge and, like, take it you know, 30 minutes later, it feels so refreshing on your face.
Yes, and the aloe spray as well. Yes,
the best.
And that's the best thing to fight aging, I think. I think people don't moisturize enough.
Yes.
Especially in the wintertime. Like you have to in the wintertime.
Head to toe. Every time you get out the shower, you should like do a full moisturizer.
Ain't nothing worse than an ashy heel.
Nothing worse.
Nothing
worse.
I get caught slipping all the time because I take super hot showers, and I'm just like, I'm ashy. But that means I'm clean, though,
and
right?
People think you can see ash on light people, and you see it all the time. Like it's at my knees, my heels, my elbows, you know, the corners.
Right. And then also, so I also have a denim jacket. That is something classic. It's very hard to shop for people during the holiday season because it's like, will the fit be right? Right now, we're going through the trend where everything is oversized, so you can always guesstimate and go up in size. So if your friend's normally a medium, get her a large.
But is that insulting when you go over and you give them a bigger size? Like, how would y'all feel if you're like, do you think I'm an XL?
Well, listen, that's something between themselves.
You gotta tell them you gotta tell them it's oversized first.
Or you say, oh, you know what? It was the last size they had. I just wanted to get it for you, and you go back and swap the size that you need.
It's the boyfriend cut. It's the boyfriend cut. And that's just something really classic. And then this one right here has a little bit of fringe on there, jeweled fringe. That's super like new. Everyone's doing that jewel tone. They're also adding like a lot of fringe, like metals and stuff like that to jackets. So this is something that's very current. It may not be something for 5 years from now, but it's definitely going to keep them trendy for the next year.
And it's inexpensive too. So it's okay to be trendy, but it's inexpensive, right?
$40 from a website that's from a company that's based in Los Angeles, but they sell online nationally.
Okay, so I hear you have some. You have one more thing.
Yes,
right?
I have one last thing. So this right here is a belt. So it's like a belt girdle. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but this is something that all the brands are doing, like Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Dior. They're all doing some like really like cool laser cut like belts, but are also kind of harnesses. And so that's a new trend right now. That's a cool way to elevate an everyday look. So if you have a basic tee on, you can just throw it on top. If you have a coat on, you can throw it on top. And now your look is elevated and it looks high fashion. It looks, you know, it's given layers. And it's simple.
Okay. I have a question about, also you have some Black Friday codes, right?
I do. I have some sales for you guys.
For everybody in the audience?
Yes. Well, listen, I don't know. Are they going to give me a little bit more?
Here's a question I have for all of you. So say you're dating someone or you're friends with someone that is wealthy.
Yes.
I always get anxiety about buying them a gift. Like, I feel like sometimes you almost like go outside of your own comfort zone because you feel like you have to with someone like that.
Yeah.
You either give them nothing or you like blow your whole budget on them because you're like, there's a lot of anxiety. So what are some good gift giving ideas to give to someone that you feel like has everything and you don't want to look like you're being cheap?
For me, I always like think further than just buying them something. Like, about him, and everything is just customized so that way they could feel a little special and not feel that they have something that everyone else has.
Yeah, making it sentimental, I think is definitely. We take a lot of photos, so I always think like any type of opportunity to customize something, or even just giving the photo in a nice, like that's something I've done for like my aunts or my mom, is give them a really nice framed photo. So maybe I might take it to just someone that can customize a nice frame or something, just really tugging at the heartstrings, because if you can buy it already, then you want something that's gonna leave an impact. And I think the biggest way to make an impact is speaking that person's language.
I think that's a good idea. Like that's something that money can't buy. And if you're broke, it's like, here you go.
There you go.
And you know what? I want to add to that because for me, working in the work that I do, I work with a lot of like CEOs, right? So multimillionaires, and I work on the creative side, but it's a mix of marketing and creative. And so I do all these different projects with them, and it's like, what do you give someone that literally has everything? That literally has everything. What do you get them? And for me, what I've been giving my friends and my clients, I've been giving them affirmation cards.
Okay.
So a nice affirmation card is like 80 pack, and it's just different affirmations. So they have different affirmations for business, they have affirmations for relationships, and you can buy preset ones, but you can also create your own.
I like
because
that.
even really
that.
successful people go through their own stresses, and they need to affirm things out loud. So that's a really good gift for someone that has everything, affirmations.
Great idea.
So when I go Christmas shopping, I'm going to be calling you because you got all the goodies, all the ideas.
Those are fantastic ideas.
Yeah.
So we have an audience question.
Yes.
What's your name and what's your comment or question?
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I wanted to find out, how do you target your designs towards people that cannot really afford like an outfit that's maybe like $30? Like, how do you target that, and where would you sell those brands?
Yeah, so I mean, I think where you're asking is like,
Design and
yeah.
sell.
So design a look for less.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you can always, something that I always tell my friends is it's always easy to source pieces that are already kind of similar look to what you want, similar look that you want, and it's easy to go to a tailor. I'm assuming you live here in Los Angeles. You can go to Santee Alley. Let me tell you, you can get anything for $5 in Santee Alley. You can get a hem, you can get a Social Security card, you can get anything for $5. No, but seriously, you can literally have them add things on very, very affordably. So I would say Poshmark is a really good platform, and Etsy is a good platform for like designer pieces that are made locally, because you can put in their Los Angeles designers and see pieces.
Facebook has a marketplace too.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can get some really good deals in your area, and you can
Yes.
just like meet them, but bring somebody with you because it might be a sex trafficker.
Yeah. And the ever popular the gram, honestly, I find anything and everything I need in Instagram, which is so crazy that you can go to one platform now and find everything that you need, and just really like kind of spotlight those smaller businesses that, you know, have things at an affordable price. And what you'll find, especially in this scape, is that a lot of small businesses have the exact same things that big businesses have. The only difference is the big business maybe has the manpower to make it a little more affordable, but if you spend those dollars in a better place, I think you'll feel like a lot better about them, whether it's 30 or 40.
Thanks for your question. So, if you wanted to purchase these items, where can we find them?
Yes, so the skincare and the headphones you will find at Amazon.com.
Okay.
The jean jacket you can find at SohoGirl.com, and then this harness belt at TruthBlack.com. And for the Amazon promos, those will not go up until the night before Black. Unfortunately, so I can't give you that. I do have the other plugs though. For SohoGirl.com, it will be black 25, and you'll get 25% off your entire purchase, which is a lot for them because honestly, the stuff is already like $20, $30. And for Truth Black, same thing, but use the code BLACK.
Okay, code black. So, the code black. So that's the code black.
Yes, code BLACK.
Okay, y'all got that? Code black. Y'all gonna write that down. Okay, so. The gift-giving anxiety, I'm glad that we got to cover that because that's something that's really been bothering me.
Yes.
You know, is it tacky to give gift cards? Does that show you not?
I feel like gift cards don't show you put in that much effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like getting them because, like,
Oh, me
what if they
too.
give me, like, what if someone, your significant other, y'all together, and they buy something that they like, but you hate it?
Yeah.
Right? Like, what do you just say? Oh, baby, didn't fit.
I favor the gift card because I don't like people to shop for me, and so maybe I guess it could be maybe a gift card paired with a sentimental gift, right? So then it's like, oh, I got you this customized candle of your favorite scents, and I got you a $500 gift card to Saks. Or
Visa,
something like
no,
that.
Visa. Just give me
Just
Visa.
give Visa? Okay.
Visa, that way I can go anywhere.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
It's easier to shop for yourself buying your own stuff.
I agree.
Yes. I mean, I think it's not necessarily rude to tell the person you don't like the gift. You know, no one's a mind reader. So I would definitely say just tell them, hey, this is beautiful, but I already have something like this.
Have you returned something that someone gave you before?
I'm not going to answer because they're probably watching.
You plead the fifth. You plead the fifth.
I'm going to tell you about a re-gifting nightmare that I had after this, but we have a question from the audience. What's your name, first of all?
I'm Jihan, and thank you for all the tips, guys.
She's gorgeous.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about thrifting or buying things at markets?
I think it's amazing. I think as long as you budget and put things together the right way instead of in a tacky way, then it'll look like it's not a budget item.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, I love thrifting because I go through clothing, especially in this day and age where we're social media. Everyone wants to take a picture for the gram. You know, you want to wear it for a hot minute and then it's done because you're like, oh, I can't wear that again or you can't take a photo in it again because you've already done it.
But why do we feel like that?
Society's made us do it.
Why are we buying a piece for strangers that don't even rock with us and we can't offend them and they're wearing the same jeans 3 times in a week and we're like, I can't wear that shirt again. Why are we doing that?
You know, it's just ingrained in us. I don't know. It's just such a social media age. Also, fast fashion has made us like that as well because we're used to clothing not lasting long. We're used to clothing just falling apart. So we're used to only getting 1 or 2 wears out of it.
I still recycle, like my jeans, my bottoms. I always just mix up the top and change it a little bit, and you can still wear it in the same week.
I do the same thing.
all the time.
I almost didn't wear this jacket, but I wore it on my birthday, and then I was like, well, you know what? I will, because I go through that same thing as well. You're pumping out the content so fast, and more than anything, I guess you do want to especially when you're in the fashion space.
Yes.
You always want to uphold that image of, I'm turning out a new look, I'm giving you something different. But I think the reality of it is what makes you more relatable is for people to see you in that space.
Yes.
Then it's like, oh, you know what? He's just like me. He wore that jacket, you know, this month and last month.
As long as you don't overdo it. I was in Vegas one time by the pool. I saw this one internet chick, right? She had the same nasty white leggings on, and the next day had them on.
Ooh.
that's
I was like,
no,
walk
no,
of
no,
shame. Go
That's
back to the room and change those things.
Listen, let me tell you know what a real trick though for that is honestly RIT. You guys know what RIT dye is?
Oh,
RIT
yeah.
dye?
Yeah.
It's like 98 cents. That's been my trick for getting multiple looks out of a item. If it's a lighter color, I'll just dye it to a darker color.
Good idea.
That's a really good
And you know
idea.
what? A lot of times we buy black clothes, and then a few times in the washer or dryer, they're not really black anymore. So I'm gonna start doing that.
Yes, start throwing black dye in there. Yes, and it'll go fully black again. Yes.
That's a good idea, too.
And re-gifting, real quick.
It's re-gifting.
All my friends watching right now.
Please tell
I
us.
went and bought my friend this expensive gift, right?
Yeah.
And then my birthday came around, and she straight up gave me the same exact thing I gave her, and then tried to act like she did it. And I'm like, girl. Like, that's
I've
tacky.
been on the receiving end of that before, where I've given just like a random gift, and I got it back, and I was like, this looks very familiar. And I was like, did I buy this like 2 years ago?
Re-gifting, I get it if you don't like it, but I feel like if someone spends some money on you, I think you should probably have a conversation with your friend, like, you know what, I love the thought, but it's not my style. Would you mind if I exchange it? Because like,
Absolutely.
just give it right back.
Yeah.
It was
Not to the same person that gave it to you, though.
You're paying attention. Damn you. Well, I'd like to thank my guests. You guys have been amazing. Andre Hammonds, Telly Swift, and Chris Parker for showing us how to get hot for the holidays. We'd also like to thank our amazing studio audience and the people watching us on the Fox Soul TV mobile app. If you're in the LA area and want to be in our audience, you can email us at audience@foxsoul.tv. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Up next is On the 7 with Dr. Sean. Stay tuned.